Hi Scorpio, this general reading is for you. I do apologize that it took so long. I was welcoming my grandson into the world. My daughter ended up being in labor for a week, in the hospital for 4 days, and then she was in hard labor for a day. But my grandson's finally here, so hopefully I can start balancing out and being more consistent with the YouTube platform. I am new to this platform. I hope to, be just as good as the other readers, okay? I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader. I was also labeled a psychic empath and among many things, but I did block my gifts for quite a time, so God is making me work for him to get them back. So for right now, this is what I do on this platform, is give you intuitive card readings and messages from spirit about you. Okay, Scorpio, make sure that you're giving yourself the self-love and self-care you need to move forward. I know that you feel like there's a lot of things going through your head, kind of like racing thoughts, not sure of yourself, not sure of where you go from here, not sure of moving forward, where to move forward to. But I do feel like the energy of the Scorpios, anticipation, anxiety will lift during the month of August. So take the rest of July to really take a step back, take some one-on-one time, reconnect with nature, go on a nature walk, listen to music. I'm just saying, because I just feel like the energy of a Scorpio is holding themselves back from their truth. I feel like the energy of a Scorpio, which is very, odd to say that, because Scorpio is a fire sign, and sometimes fire signs come with intense energy, but not so much as a Scorpio compared to a Leo and a Sagittarius. Scorpio, water sign. Water signs are usually, sorry, I mixed that up. I was thinking of fire signs because this came out. That's the reason why I mixed up my thought. Scorpio is a water sign, so Cancer and Pisces can also relate. Water signs are considered to be intuitive. Scorpio, you do have intuitive sense when something's not right, when something's right. But I do feel like the energy of a Scorpio is holding themselves back on a certain truth in their life, that they're not, being honest in regards to how they feel and what they really want and need in their life. I feel like the energy of a Scorpio is not sure. Not necessarily not sure of themselves, but not sure of certain, person and or situation that surrounds them. I feel like the energy of a Scorpio is wants to speak their truth, wants to defend their beliefs and their decisions that they're making. But I would suggest to, make sure that you choose your battles wisely. There's a right place, a right time and place to say something. Make sure that you're not disrespecting others to make yourself look good. Make sure that you stay true to who you are, stand your ground and stand in your truth. Because some energies of a Scorpio are so confused in their head that they're coming off as something else to other people in their life. So Scorpio, make sure that you stay and standing in your truth, and that you don't let people go astray because you're indecisive if you want that person in your life or not. You can only take so much before that person can walk away, Scorpio, right? So make sure that whatever decisions you're making is for the best interest of you, and that you're not giving, people around you false hope. I'm just saying, okay? So let's do a 5-card success spread. So just remember, Scorpio, it's the right time, the right place to say or do something, okay? And make sure that you're not doing it to belittle someone or trying to, come off, arrogant, because the ego can make a person look ugly, okay? All right. So Scorpio, I do feel like your energy is going to go through some big changes spiritually. Like I said, you might have been feeling like that the thoughts have been racing in your head, but it's just trying to you know, take out what's not needed and to make room for what is needed, so that way it makes more sense of what is already in there. Because I know that the energy of a Scorpio, they're doing a lot of head over heart when they should be balancing the head and the heart. But I feel like Scorpio is all up in their head. That one. Yeah, Scorpio, it's time to take a break, man. It's time to balance that work and play. I truly feel like the energy of a Scorpio, you know, needs to really take a time out for themselves. And they really need to take a step back and forgive, you know, themselves and others for what it is that is causing the Scorpio to be sad and feeling lonely and feeling isolated. Okay, Scorpio? That one? Something like that. So Scorpio, make sure you're giving yourself the self-love and self-care that you deserve, okay? I know that, you know, that you're feeling a little confused on what it is that you want moving forward. But I do feel like that tension that you feel is going to ease up in August, because the way the cards are coming out is that, you know, there could be a possible move, or there could be a possible career change, or there could be a possible change in your love life, okay? One more, please. Say no. Okay. Yeah. So there's gonna be so I'm just saying, it's time to, you know, really look within. It's time to trust your intuition. It's time to stop looking for outside sources to make you happy. Stop trying to grab, you know, unhealthy attention. It's time to give yourself the self-love and self-care. Hey, if you have to look in the mirror and give yourself a pep talk, you do that, okay, Scorpio? Because I do feel like Scorpio hasn't given themselves the time to take themselves away from their environment, away from the people that surround them, and actually be about Scorpio. So the greatest suggestion, Scorpio, is, you know, take a nature walk, you know, go to a quiet place and really decide what it is that you want moving forward. Because I truly feel like the energy of a Scorpio is pretty scattered. They're pretty much all over the place. They're not sure what they want, who they want. So I truly feel like that the energy of a Scorpio really needs to take a step back and kind of, you know, give them the self-reflection that they need to move forward. Because when you're constantly surrounding yourself, you know, constantly being distracted by people, places, and things, you're losing track of what you need to self-discover about yourself. So Scorpio, I think it's time for you to take a step back and really think about, you know, what it is that you want moving forward, okay? Organize to prioritize, okay, Scorpio? All right. They'll tell me to go to the bottom of the deck. All right. All right, so what I'm feeling from this spread, I feel like the energy of some Scorpios are not sure about a relationship that they're in. They're not sure, you know, if it's gonna, you know, last long term, because I just feel like the energy of a Scorpio is just not emotionally balanced, emotionally mature, to truly understand what it is to be in a relationship. Again, don't take offense. I'm going by what the cards are drawing my intuition on, because I feel like that the Scorpios, you know, some energies of a Scorpio want to sabotage a good thing. And I feel like the energy of a Scorpio doesn't realize how good they have it in front of them. And it's because it's not everything that they expected. They're kind of disappointed. But I do feel like that if you speak your truth, if you you know, seek the right support system, if you, wow, my throat chakra's shutting down with Scorpio. Scorpio, you have something to say? Is there something that you need to say to somebody? Because I feel stumped. I like, your energy is just making me feel like, what exactly is stuttered? You're stunted, and the only reason why it says it has to do with a relationship or someone is because this came out. Okay? The Hermit, King of Air, the Lovers, Eight of Fire, Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, the Moon, Four of Earth, which is the Four of Pentacles. So that's telling me you're not sure. I don't know if you start a relationship or you're already in a relationship or you're in a marriage. But I feel like the energy of a Scorpio is not sure what they want to do moving forward. And I feel like it's because the Scorpio is not expressing what their need and want in a relationship. I feel like that. I feel like that maybe certain situations happen within the relationship that are unforgivable, or you're trying to forgive it. You could be the person that did something in a relationship, or they could have done something in a relationship, or you both could have done something in a relationship to cause the relationship in an upheaval. Because I truly feel like the energy of a Scorpio for this spread has to do with the Scorpio that's trying to decide, do I stay with the present situation I'm in, or do I release it, let go to something new? And I feel like for the energy of Scorpio, you're gonna finally speak your piece and probably walk away from this relationship. Because the way I'm seeing it is the Ace of Water and Ace of Earth came out as the last two cards. And usually the aces in tarot has to do with new starts, new beginnings, new chapters. And the way this spread came out, Scorpio, I just feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You really, it's like you know what you want on the inside, but you can't express it verbally on the outside, if that makes sense. Scorpio, you're probably going to feel like this for the rest of July. But I do feel like that certain things are going to come to light for you around the first and second week of August. That's going to help you make the decision. So the overall energy, Scorpio, is the Hermit. It's all about introspection. It's all about, spending time alone. It's all about, self-care, self-love, self-discovery, giving yourself the self-confidence to stand and stay in your truth, to stand and stay in your ground, okay? Because the first card out of the 5 card is Seven of Fire. Seven of Wands is about, making sure that you don't, if you're not harming yourself and others and you're a certain way, making sure that a person doesn't change who you are or mold you to what they want you to be. Make sure that you stand and stay in your own ground. You defend your beliefs and decisions, and if you feel like a person's trying to change you or sway you from your spiritual path, you might want to reconsider, okay? Because the Ace of Water came up after, right? And that's all about, possible new home, possible new relationship, a possible new beginning, but it has to do with, surrounding yourself with the right people, places, and things that help you balance out your emotions, that want to match your happiness within, okay? Because I truly feel that there's conflict the way these cards came out. Three of Swords, okay? So I don't know if a new person, if you're in a relationship and a new person caught your eye and you're stuck between the old, between the new, because the Three of Air came after, and that's the Three of Swords, and that's all about heartbreak. That's all about, sadness. It's all about, it's all about healing from something too. It's not an all negative card. It's just all about taking the time to heal yourself. So, the Hermit is the overall energy, okay? The Seven of Fire is, standing your ground and what you would like, and that, are you looking for a new home, new love? Because if you're presently in a relationship that's making you feel full of sadness or unsure, Just make sure that you forgive yourself and others and move on. If you do decide to move on from that relationship, don't leave a bad taste in the person's mouth or vice versa, okay? The Emperor came right after. 4 is about stability, okay? And, the Emperor is just all about, structure. It's all about self-discipline. It's all about, self-confidence. It's all about, being your own leader, being a leader instead of a follower. It's all about, standing in your power and staying rich in who you are, and understand that, things have a way of working out. And although you might not like the outcome of what works out, just know that it's for a greater good. Just know that it's moving towards something bigger and better if you continue to make the right choices moving forward, okay? Because as long as you continue to make the right choices moving forward, and you're not, dogging people, and you're not making people feel like shit, or you're not setting your opinions on something that you're not knowledgeable about. I'm just saying. So just make sure that you look within, you take time out for yourself and trust your intuition. And once you do that, I feel like the month of August, for the month of August, and the outcome is that there's going to be important situations or events that are going to come to light for you. But again, it's all about free will. It's all about making the right choices, trusting your intuition, not, be following the pack, but leading your own pack, if that makes sense. Because Scorpio, I feel a lot of anxiety during this reading. I feel like you really don't know what you want. I feel like that you do know what you want in here, but you're having a hard time expressing it out your mouth. So make sure that you stand and stay in your own ground, okay, Scorpio, because that was weird for, 2 Ace of Cups to come up, but feeling the way I was feeling during this reading, that, you're uncertain, you're not sure, okay, maybe you're not emotionally mature, I'm not sure, but make sure that, the Hermit, it's all about, taking quiet time for yourself, meditation, introspection, and looking within, Scorpio, because there's going to be some changes coming in your direction during the month of August, so make sure that you prepare yourself, okay? I'm just saying there's a lot of growth spurt, a lot of increase in your certain abilities, that you're going to start seeing a lot of things that make sense. You're going to have what I call the light bulb moments, the aha moments, all right? So watch out for those, Scorpio, and continue to look within and trust your intuition. Continue to align yourself with the people that want to see you succeed as much as you want to see them succeed, okay? Stay positive. Ignore the negative.